On the 29th of November 2024, a Largo, Florida officer investigated a report from a Raising Cane's restaurant where a customer grabbed a manager's lanyard, hitting her in the thigh to read the employee's name after it was refused. The resulting charge: strong arm robbery, a second-degree felony. This analysis examines the robbery intent element, the mistake of fact defense, the mandatory arrest obligation, and the pre-arrest Miranda statement offer.
Just go over by the car.
Perfect.
So was this today?
Yes.
Okay.
Like
Is
around
she?
1:45?
Do you know her personally?
No.
Okay. So what exactly happened?
So apparently she was missing 8 cane sauces out of her tailgate order, and I replaced it for her. I let her know, hey, we're so sorry about that. Gave her the 8 sauces. She wasn't happy about it. She wanted more sauces for free. I told her, hey, we can't do that. That's not our standard. That's not our policy. She didn't like it. She kept saying how she wasted her gas driving all the way back up here. Just basically just upset that I wouldn't give her anything for free. And so she asked for my name, and by our standards, we're not required to give it to her for security reasons, and I let her know that, and she didn't like it. So after asking me another time, and I was like, hey, like, I'm not gonna give you my name, she goes and she grabs my keys, and then she grabs my thigh with it, and she's like trying to look for a name, realizes there's no name on it, and she lets go, turns around and leaves.
Then she returns.
And at first she calls about it, and then she walks in, and we're like, okay, you're on the phone with us, but you're also already here too.
Yeah. Okay, so she returns in an hour. We'll check after calling. Was she on the phone when she walked inside the restaurant? And are you able to find the phone number as well?
Yes, it's on our mobile tablet.
Okay. Okay, so she comes back inside. She's on the phone. Who approaches her? Do you approach her?
Yes, I walk up to her first because I can tell that she needs something.
Yep.
And that's when basically the whole incident started.
Okay, so you walk up to her. Did she put the phone down?
No, she was still on it.
Still on phone. And then what was the dialogue like when you walked up?
I was like, hi, how can I help you? And she was just basically going straight into it. Was like, hey, I'm missing 8 cane sauces. I just drove over here. Now I'm having to drive over here again, waiting on my sauces that I didn't get, that I paid for. And I was like, I'm so sorry about that, ma'am. So I walk away from her, and I go and I grab the 8 cane sauces for her. And that's when she really gets upset because she starts asking me for free sauces. And that's when I tell her no. And that's basically that.
Okay. Where were you guys standing when she tried grabbing your lanyard?
Right where that front counter and like you go out of it.
Where that little opening is? Yeah, okay. And then, do you know which hand she used to try and grab your lanyard?
I think like her left hand. I think so. Yeah, because her phone was in her right hand still.
Okay. And then, so she grabs the lanyard. Like, how far out does she pull it?
I don't think that far. I think when she turned it around and realized there was no name on it, that's as soon as she let it go.
Okay.
And right after she left.
Okay. Based on what you're telling me, I'll take a look at the footage. Obviously, there's a battery if she's grabbing you without your consent. But when she's trying to take property from you with force, it could be a strong arm robbery, which is a felony, even if it's attempted. So we'll go take a look at the footage and see what we can look at on there. Can you access on your phone?
No, I cannot, and I would also have to call my boss.
Okay.
Because they're the only ones that have access to it.
Yeah, if you could just let them know what's going on, tell them that we're out here right now, and if there's a way for us to access it. that did this to you? Was she white, black, Hispanic?
She was white.
Do you know what color her hair she had? I'll probably got a picture of her.
Yes.
Pink, blue hair.
And she said that's her work shirt.
20s to 30s. Sleeve. Tattoos. Green shirt with emblems. Dark pants. Do you know what kind of car that was? Looks like a Chevy, maybe a Traverse. Okay. Let's get your ID real quick, and then what I'll do is I'm gonna have you send me that picture.
Okay.
Get you a police report number, and then I can at least start the report.
Okay.
And then once they can access footage, then I will take a look at the footage. Officer Lemke.
Nice to meet you. Hi, Nicole. Come on in. I'm the GM here.
Yeah.
Let me know when you go.
Yeah, will do. Thank you.
She's like, I'm not giving you my name. And that's the rule. We don't give out names because all they're going to do is call and harass.
Absolutely. Let me record that real quick.
Yeah. You ready?
One sec. I'll tell you when. I just want to get the time on there too.
Ready?
Hello, is this Mackenzie Keeling?
Who is this?
This is Officer Lemke with Largo Police Department.
Speaking.
I'm doing an information report about some sort of incident that happened at Raising Cane's on East Bay today.
Yeah, I was checking an ID to see if she had a name tag on there.
Okay. Like I said, it's just an information report. I just got to come talk to you, get your side of the story. If you don't mind filling out a witness statement. Is there some place I can meet you just so you can fill that out?
Later today, but not at the moment.
Okay. Where can I meet you later today? Or would you like to come down to the police department?
I don't know. This is ridiculous. I literally grabbed a tag to check her name, so I don't know why this is being, targeted against me. I literally did nothing wrong.
Okay. I'm not saying that you did. I'm just saying that I need to speak to you. That's it.
Okay, I guess I can meet you there at maybe 7 p.m.
7 p.m. at the Largo Police Department?
I don't know where that's at.
It's at, I can give you the address if you'd like, unless there's somewhere else you'd like to meet.
I'd prefer to not go there.
Okay, where would you like to go? I can go to Starbucks, wherever you'd like.
That's fine. I just really don't understand why I'm being targeted for asking for someone's name and checking their ID for it.
Because there was a report made to the police department, and I have to talk to each person involved and get their side of the story so I can close the report.
So am I going to get in trouble?
Not necessarily. I just need to get your side of the story so I can get a document, and then, like I said, I can close everything out. But
I checked someone's ID for their name. That's literally all I did. She refused to give me her name, and I checked her ID for her name.
Okay, I got you, but I have to talk to you in person because we have body cams these days, so everything has to be done in person.
I just feel like if I meet you in person, I'm going to get arrested or something, and I'm not really comfortable with that.
That's not what I said. I just said I'm doing an information report. I need to talk to you.
Well, I did nothing wrong, so I really don't see why I have to come talk to anyone.
Okay, so you're not going to come meet me at 7 p.m. then?
I mean, I can. I just don't really understand why I have to when I did nothing wrong, and I don't even know how you have my phone number and you're calling me from no caller ID.
Yep, we usually block our phone number when we call. That's why I'm offering if you'd like to go to the Largo Police Department, that's more than fine. If you feel safer there, if you'd like to go somewhere else, it's up to you.
I don't feel safe with any police officers, to be 100% honest, but I will meet you at a Starbucks somewhere at 7 p.m.
Okay, which Starbucks would you like to do?
I don't know, because I don't live over in this area, so...
Okay. Well, there's one on East Bay and Starkey. Are you familiar with that area?
Can we just meet at the Publix on East Bay by 19?
Yeah, the one where the Dollar Tree and everything else is?
Yes.
Yep, that's fine. Publix, 7 p.m.
Literally going to ruin my life because I checked for someone's ID. This is ridiculous.
I just said I just need to get your side of the story.
No, you guys just always seem to target someone who's literally done nothing wrong, so it's fine. I'm just going to have my life ruined because I asked for someone's name and I checked their ID for it.
Okay.
She refused to service me, so it's fine.
So I'll meet you at 7 p.m. at the Publix, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, I'll see you then. Hello there. Mackenzie, I'm Officer Lemke with Largo Police Department. I spoke with you on the phone. So I want to talk to you about the incident that happened at Raising Cane's today. Before I talk to you, do you want to offer the other parties, everyone that I talked to, offer the same thing? Would you like to fill out a statement about it first? It's just so you can write down what you're saying and have it at the Raising Cane. Okay, let me get my clipboard real quick, okay? What's up?
Want to start feeling out this way?
Not yet. I mean, yeah, you can go ahead. Okay. So I'll walk you through this real quick first. This is what all our statement forms look like. On the front, it has the Miranda rights, which I'll read to you as well. A waiver that's just going to ask you to sign it after I read it to you and that you acknowledge everything. And then on the back here is where you can write what happened, okay? Alright, so let me walk you through it first. So, it's a Largo Police Department form, and I'll read you all of these one by one, and then I'll have you initial each one, okay? So, by law, you have these rights. These are your Miranda rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. You cannot afford to hire a lawyer. One will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these? Okay. So this waiver says that you have read this statement of your Miranda rights, and that you understand what your rights are, that you're willing to talk with the police and or give written statements to them, which would be this form. It's also saying that at this time you do not want a lawyer, and that you understand and know what you're doing. There are no promises or threats that have been made towards you, nor has there been any force or pressure used against you to make you cooperate or help the police. It's also so that you swear or affirm that your statements that you're going to write on here are the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Okay? So would you still like to fill this out?
I think so.
Okay.
What is she like agreeing to if she signs that?
So this is just the Miranda rights. So it's just saying that whatever she writes on here can be used in court, and that she's swearing that what she writes here is the truth of what actually happened. That's all.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I
Absolutely.
Okay, so, you know, we haven't had time, this all happened, we haven't had time to call an attorney or anything like that. So, at least what we understand in this, you know, Kenzie's first of all a great kid. She's never had a problem, never been issues. Works way down the road here. And so, I guess all I'm asking is, so should we get an attorney first, or before we sign anything, or?
So it's up to you. It's not going to make a difference of what happens right now. I'm just offering her the opportunity to tell me what happened so that I can include that in the report. If she doesn't want to tell me what happened, she doesn't want to write it down, there's not going to be her side of the story. So if she'd like to speak with an attorney, she absolutely can. It's not going to change the outcome of tonight. But if she doesn't provide me her information, I won't have her story to provide to the state attorney or anything like that.
What is the outcome of tonight?
So you're facing charges right now for what happened at Raising Cane's, but I would like to understand your side of the story and what happened.
I did not know that checking someone's name tag was illegal.
So it's not just checking someone's name tag, but
I grabbed it and checked her name was on it. It wasn't, so I let it go and I left. That's how I saw everything happen. I also wear a badge for work in the same place, and it has our names on it. And I've had patients grab mine to see my name, so I did not realize that grabbing someone's name tag to check for their name after they refused to give me their name was even illegal.
So you cannot touch anyone or attempt to take anyone's property or belongings on their person without someone's consent. If
What
you
if
do
I was
so, it's a
checking
crime.
it, especially on something that it should be like a name tag type thing? Because that's what I associated it
can't.
with, because I
it's
wear
not your property.
a name tag.
I understand, but if it's not your property, you can't touch or grab or do any of those things without someone's consent. It would be different if you said, hey, can I look at your name tag? And the person said yes, and they either offered to you.
It's just unfortunate because it's happened to me, and I've never even thought that that was illegal. And since it's happened to me so many times, I did not think that it was going to affect anyone else in any other way.
Well, I'm sorry that you've gone through things like that. I hope you know that you can let us know if something like that
I
happens.
just never
to you.
would. I would never charge someone with checking my name tag. It's unfortunate that that's what I'm going to be charged with when I also manage a business and have a life to uphold.
I hear you.
But my life's going to be torn apart because I checked someone's name tag when she refused to give me her name when I was asking her for help, and she wasn't helping me. And I manage a business, so when someone asks me for help, I'm there to help them, and I'm going to give you my name regardless of if I want to or not.
I hear you. We are required to give our names when someone asks. Our name and badge
and I
number.
would do the same thing, and I've had people grab my badge to get my name, and I'm never
hear
going
you.
to charge someone and ruin their life because of that.
So unfortunately, private businesses have their own practices and policies, and Raising Cane's has a policy where if someone asks for your name, even if you're an employee, they're not required to give them their name.
Well, she could have mentioned that. Instead, it was just no, and I was just being told no. No one explained to me that I can't have her name physically, and how am I supposed to know that walking into every establishment that, like, I'm going to need that plastered on the door if that's going to be something everywhere, because that's just pretty standard to get people's names on a name tag. Like,
I hear you.
Well, doesn't it, respectfully, doesn't it seems like this is excessive. I mean, shouldn't she just get a warning? She's never been in trouble. She's never done it.
So I'll tell you what. I can talk to you guys separately and let you know everything that I've seen and that I've investigated. And this officer can stand by with Mackenzie. All right, do you want to fill this out, or would you like to pass on this for now?
We're not really familiar with all this stuff.
That's fine.
We're not trying to.
No, I'm not saying you are. I understand the hesitancy.
now, is that my only opportunity to fill this out?
It is. You're not going to have another opportunity to fill one of those out. You'll have an opportunity to speak to a lawyer, but this is the only opportunity to fill out this form.
Just stand right here by my car. I'll put this away.
So I'll tell you guys what's going on.
I mean, I just feel like to be able to. I don't want anything to be misconstrued.
No, I understand. So here's what's going on today. I've seen the video footage. there was multiple witnesses. It happened within the Raising Cane. So obviously there's a lot of people in there. From everything I've gathered, she did a mobile pickup order. Yeah.
She was consult with the parents. I think she's changing her mind about doing this.
Okay.
Do you want to consult with them, or?
If this is my only opportunity to do this, I'd like to at least do it if I have to.
Well, you don't have to. So that's part of it, is you're not being pressured or coerced in any way.
But I feel like I need to fill this out. So this is my only opportunity to do so.
It's up to you. If you want to fill it out, I just need you to initial each of those lines and then sign it. So what happened was she put an online mobile pickup order with her name and her phone number. She went inside, she grabbed her order, and then she left. At some point, she realized that she was missing 8 cane sauces. So she called the store and said, "Hey, I'm missing 8 of my cane sauces." So she came back in the store. She was still on the phone with staff. She came in, asked for her 8 cane sauces, which they gave to her. And on video footage and from the witnesses, she's throwing her hands up, which isn't a crime. I mean, it could be seen as disorderly conduct, but it's nothing that I'm going to worry about. And then she asked for more sauces for free because she had to use her time and gas to get over there, which is completely understandable. Still no crime. They said that they can't give her anything for free. And that's when she asked for the employee's name, which is a manager. The manager declined to give her the name, and this happened within 30 seconds from the footage. She shot her hand out. Your daughter shot her hand out really fast. There's a lanyard that's on her hip, on the employee's hip, the manager, that has her employee ID and the keys to the restaurant. She ended up hitting the manager in the thigh. The witnesses saw this, and you can see it on camera, so there's a battery. And she grabbed the force, and she almost ripped it off the belt. And the manager pulled it back, let go, and then she just leaves the store. So where we're at is that, unfortunately, you can't just reach and snatch things from people. Per state statute, it's considered when you take something or attempt to take something with force, it's a robbery. So the charge she's looking at right now is a strong arm robbery with no weapon. The state
with a weapon?
With no weapon. Yeah, no weapon. There's some things that meet the criteria, is that there has to be force involved, which when she's ripping it from her, and she also hit the manager in the leg, that's force. And the manager was in fear, so those are the stipulations. I have statements from everyone that was involved, everyone that witnessed it. I have the footage. I've looked at her record to see what they might be able to do. She has been involved in a theft in the past, but they padded her, which means that instead of charging her with a crime and convicting her of it, it was something that they're able to give her community service for. So that's something that I didn't look to see if she was ever convicted, but I saw that she was given an A-pad, which means that wouldn't necessarily go on her record. So if this is the only thing that she's looking at, the state attorney will more than likely work with her on a plea deal to either drop it to, because a strong arm robbery is a felony charge. So more than likely, because her record's pretty clean, they'll work with her on a plea deal to drop it to a misdemeanor. I can't promise you, but depending on the case, if the witnesses later decide, I don't want to move forward with this, they could drop the charges too. Unfortunately, where I stand is if it was a misdemeanor and it was just a battery, I could use my discretion and just forward the charges. Domestic violence, which is domestic violence, I'm just explaining to you. I don't get to use discretion. So the probable cause is there. I have to make the arrest.
I apologize. When you get set, I talk to you.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's where we're at right now. Okay. So I just want to kind of bring you guys up to speed so you're aware of what's going on. Okay. All right. I'll be right back with you. Okay. So read the statement, just so I can have an understanding. The reason that you reached for her lanyard
was to get her name.
To get her name.
100%. The only, because can I show you my badge?
Yeah, that's fine.
This is my badge for work. It has my name. If you open it, it has my first and last name on it. Hers said Raising Cane's. I figured if I looked at the other side, it would have her name. That's what I was hoping for. That's all I wanted out of that, was her name so that I could deal with that separately. I wanted to get her name and leave so that I could just reach out to a manager. That's literally all I wanted, because when people come to me and have issues at my store, I'm like, who helped you? That's what I want to know. So I just needed a name. That's all I wanted from her. I'm not trying to hurt her. I wasn't trying to do anything other than get her name. And she refused it, and I did not know that they couldn't give me their names if they didn't want to.
I got you. So just so I understand, you're saying this has happened to you before, so that's kind of why you didn't think it would be a crime.
Yes, this has happened to me all the time. I wear mine right here like this, the same exact place she had hers. People grab this all the time and say, what's your name? And grab at it. I have never, ever thought to call you guys because of that. Never once did I thought this was illegal for someone to grab something that's on me, because I've literally walked by someone and they've grabbed things. I did not think this was illegal by any sort of means.
I hear you. So, from speaking with you, it sounds like you're a good person. It sounds like you didn't have any ill will. Unfortunately, where we're at is that I don't have discretion on this. They can take anything that you need.
I'm going to drive your car back to the house.
So everything that you told me, I'm going to include in the report, your reasoning for it, because if this has happened to you in the past, it makes complete understanding to me. So when you get down to the jail, they'll go ahead and tell you what your bond will be. Unfortunately, us on patrol, we have no idea, because that's to the sheriff's office.
So where am I going?
So you'll be transported down to the Pinellas County Jail. The way it works is it's Pinellas County Sheriff's Office contracts Allied Transport to pick up people outside of the hours of 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. So a transport van will come over here and take you to the jail.
Right now? Yeah. You want to like put it up against your car?
We'll put it in the request, and then they'll come pick her up and take her to the jail. We'll get her phone call, and we'll let you know what you want.
Should we get one phone call?
So she can take her phone. They'll even have a charger down there. She can access all her contacts.
Well, we'll take that out of there. All right, we'll take that out.
To give her the opportunity.
Okay, I'm gonna lean up against the car a little bit. Widen your stance, bring this leg to me a little bit. Okay, do you have anything on you that's gonna poke me, stick me, otherwise hurt me? Okay. Do you want the wallet to go with you? Or with mom? I don't know. Okay. We'll have it go with you for now. You ever been arrested before?
This doesn't look like I've been arrested.
I think she got 8 batted or something similar like that.
Because I pushed a juice off a counter. They're doing things that I don't know are illegal all the time, which is so freaked out.
Step out of your shoe real quick. I'm holding it, so just put your foot. Alright, Ken, give me your foot again. it's not gonna be awesome. But this is what grabbing someone's name tag is worth, I guess. Take your foot up. Give me your foot.
Or just, people do it all the time. So, no, it just doesn't seem like something to arrest
I'm
someone.
gonna get the other ear now.
So you working from
Dispenser? Oh, a dispenser.
No, maybe not for mom.
Do you want these to go with mom? The wallet?
Yeah.
She's good.
Oh, it's the guy that retired and came back.
Someone's cancer and things here.
Yeah.
He can retire and then come back and retire again and be like,
All right, Mackenzie, you need help getting out? How you doing, man?
How you doing?
Good to see you.
See you. Driving around the front of the building and like,
Oh, it's fine.
you good?
Yeah.
All right.
Come on up. Step forward over here.
Hang right there. Search, right?
Yeah. Gotta see what they'll do a search.
Yeah.
Huh?
Impressive.
Is that really what I'm being charged with?
It is.
No. Even though it was only...
Like I was saying, the state attorney will probably work with you, okay?
I literally thought it was her name tag. How is that robbery? And I see what it means. I just don't even understand.
Yeah, it's just a phone. Yeah. Appreciate you, man. I'm starving, dude.
yeah. Well, I only got 3 hours left. I got 6 hours left. I might go get a snack or something.
Yeah. Go grab some food.
Some of those Wendy's kind of look good.
Spicy nugs?
Anything.
Yeah. I appreciate it.
Florida Section 812.13 requires that taking or attempting to take property occurs with force and intent to deprive. Force is documented. The manager was struck in the thigh, and the lanyard required active resistance to retain. Fear is documented. The sole contested element is intent to deprive. Whether momentarily pulling a lanyard to read it without any intent to retain it satisfies intent to temporarily deprive. Florida, Section 7, 84.03 battery covers the unconsented physical contact with the manager. Battery is a first-degree misdemeanor, and for misdemeanors the officer retains discretion to forward charges without arrest. When force is used in furtherance of taking property, battery elevates to robbery. Under Section 8, 12.13, a felony and officer discretion disappears entirely under Florida's mandatory arrest statute, Section 901.15. The officer identified the subject through her mobile pickup order, which included her name and phone number voluntarily submitted to the restaurant under Smith v. Maryland, 442 U.S. 735, information voluntarily disclosed. 2. A third party carries no Fourth Amendment protection. No warrant was required to access the mobile order record. The identification was legally clean from the moment the officer picked up the restaurant's tablet. The subject's defense, "I didn't know this was illegal," is a mistake of law. Claim, ignorantia juris non excusat bars it immediately. The stronger argument is mistake of fact. She believed she was reading a public name display, not taking property containing restaurant keys. Florida Jury Instructions, Criminal Section 3.6K, recognizes that a genuine mistake of fact negating criminal intent is a viable defense targeting the robbery intent element directly. Before the formal arrest, the officer offered a Miranda waiver written statement form at the voluntary pre-arrest meeting. When a parent asked about getting an attorney, the officer continued, under Davis v. United States, 512 U.S. 452, the right to counsel must be clearly and unambiguously invoked by the suspect. A parent's question on behalf of an adult does not qualify as the subject's own unambiguous invocation. Florida Section 901.15 mandates arrest when an officer has probable cause for a felony. Discretion is eliminated. The officer explained this correctly on camera. Had the charge been only battery, a misdemeanor, he could have forwarded charges without arrest. The robbery designation eliminated that option. Once probable cause for a felony is established in Florida, arrest is mandatory. Regardless of the subject's demeanor, cooperation, or apparent intent, case disposition is unknown. The officer receives an A- outstanding. Investigation, complete Miranda advisement, exceptional pre-arrest transparency, grade reduced for ambiguous framing when the parent mentioned an attorney. The subject receives a C- unlawful conduct documented, mistake of fact defense, and clean record make misdemeanor plea deal, highly likely. Raising Cane's receives a B+, clear evidence, organized reporting, though the no-name policy created the friction that triggered the incident. 3 takeaways. First, mistake of law is never a defense. Mistake of fact is. The distinction turns on whether the subject misjudged the law or the property's nature. Second, battery becomes robbery when force advances a property taking. Attempt, mandatory arrest follows. Third, an adult suspect must personally invoke the right to counsel. A parent's question on their behalf does not qualify under Davis v. United States. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out our second channel, Street Bodycam, for even more police interaction and courtroom content.